Today I'll be making art out of country outlines. And the last time I did this, someone suggested I put them all on a world map afterwards. So I'm gonna do that as well. And maybe this series will go long enough that I fill the whole world, but we'll see. So Huion has kindly sent me the Canvas 13 Gen 3, which is the tablet I'm gonna be using for this video. Sleek. I like the way it looks already. This is a screen, so this will be the first display tablet I've ever even tried. Pretty exciting. So I can use these to connect to the computer. This will be the stand. I like this silver. This is a very nice pen. It has 3 buttons. I don't know what they all do. I assume it's like right click and left click and then something else. Can stand. That's cool. We have more cables. And then this would be a glove. So I'm gonna try that out. I'll set everything up and come back in a sec. Alright, so for the tablet itself, there are a bunch of angles to choose from that you can set up pretty easily. I like this one, and I'm wearing the glove, which I'm not sure if I like just because I'm used to having a bare hand, but feels pretty good. It's good for cleaning the screen as you go. You can use the scroll wheel to zoom in, or to change the brush size. You can adjust these scroll wheels and actually every button to be whatever you want. You just set up the keyboard binds or mouse clicks. You draw a bunch of lines. You can click the top button to quickly switch to eraser and then just let go of it to switch back to brush. Feels quite nice to work with. Gonna have to give it a trial run, which we can do right now by spinning the country wheel. Alright, whatever it lands on first I will be using, no matter what. It is missing the countries from last time because it says 195 out of 199. It's landed on Maldives. Oh, that's a bunch of islands. I have to see what this looks like, but I actually don't know if this is reasonable enough. Okay, there's not as many islands as I thought. Well, one of my initial thoughts was to use negative space and have this kind of be a hole in something. Or just, you know, the surroundings are more of the object that I'm drawing, or the environment. But since I want to put these all on a world map, I think that's not really the way to go. So I'm thinking I kind of just do a bunch of doodles. The image I found is quite low res, but just get a rough outline. I'll try to avoid doing any connecting lines. I actually think if we turn the background into water, I'll avoid doing that too much. I did that for Iceland, I guess. We can make this like some kind of, I don't know, eel. Really a made up animal. We can have some more animals, and the rest of the things can be like rocks and leaves. This is a decent leaf shape. It's just a little dot. I think I should do all the creatures first. It's a top-down view, of course. Well, the top-down means I can't turn this lump into a snail shell. I could do another one of these snake things on this shape as well. I don't know if I have the eyes up here or down here. I like big black eyes down here. I'll do some crazy stripe pattern. This can overlap like that. There's some kind of big bug. And then this can be like a little log. I like this for a little fish shape. Plus for all of these, I'm kind of having their eyes almost on top of the head just so we can see them. Do a rock for this. A lot of this is going to come through in the coloring. All these little bits, rocks or leaves or little bits of debris, it'll again just come through in the render. And then this of course was supposed to be a bug. I can put some legs. So I'm imagining it's crawling onto it from the water. Just some wood. The thing is, this is going to be tiny on the world map, but I'm going to make up a bunch of never before seen marine life. See, like, these shapes are kind of good for tails, I think. Not sure how this thing would even get around. Big thing down here, I should make a creature. What does it look like? Almost like a stingray. I want to do some giant eyeballs, like so. I don't really know what I'm doing down here, but kind of like it. Some more tiny debris. Alright, this right here is actually a literal leaf. Perfect. And the rest can be leaves. And I think I am done. So here's my little water scene. I was afraid it would be too simple, but I think it turned out quite nice. It's got that appealing cartoony vibe with the colors and shading. I could see this as a phone background or something. Well, moving on. Let's see what the next country is. Looking like it will be Indonesia. Brunei or Brunei. What does that look like? Oh, That's not bad. This one seems good. Okay, I was kind of thinking this could all be a big pizza slice, a really demented pizza. I don't know if there are countries that are more pizza shaped, and I'm just wasting it on this, but over here we have a nugget. So we kind of cut the pizza off over here, or like, this thing is also a nugget, and then it's overlapping. And it just happens to perfectly line up over here. Let's just put a bunch of pepperonis on this thing, see if it actually makes sense as a pizza. So the edges are just really melty cheese. Maybe in the background I can put some other subtle pieces of pizza. I'm not sure about this like square on the edge. I guess the crust is just really mangled. Just gonna draw some nugget texture. There's some implied nuggets over here. Maybe even chicken tenders. And then this is a crumb. That is quite, I'm gonna make this all bigger. So I can do another really wonky pizza slice over here. I can have it like almost attached by a string of cheese. And then some, you know, more nuggets chilling. Someone's really made a mess of their dinner, but it looks like a nice feast. The background's pretty populated, but that'll all be like simplified. There might be a lot of redesign, but the sketch is done. A delicious spread. I did add some black olives. The bottom chicken tender thing, I realized was supposed to be a pizza, but I guess I thought it was more of a nugget chicken tender shape during the rendering. But more pressing would be the face. I just thought it needed more personality. Pretty cute. Let's move on to country number 3. Next country. We have... Is that... Oh, close. Thought it landed on US, but it is Canada. Canada is a crazy shape. So this is the silhouette we have. I'll try not to do fire, since I did that last time. But man, we have to really... You can't be making objects out of every one of these islands. I'm a bit cat-brained, but I really like making this a cat. It's gonna be really raggedy, but this is a set of ears, right? Okay, so that's the ears on top. This is a little face. And then these, I guess they're just really furry arms. Kind of square right there. This has to lead into the rest of it somehow. I think I can bring this all the way down. Oh, this whole section can be the tail. I really don't need to outline all of this. You know what this is? It's a cat ghost. That's why there's all this plasm coming off. Almost looks like a mermaid. What if I erase all this? Kind of lead it into, this is all part of the cat. I was kind of looking at the left thing over here and I thought, this is a nice haunted house. And it's like disintegrating away. So cut the roof off like here, more down, and have a bit of a lip to it. I'm gonna draw a big parabola door. I don't know if I like those handles, but you get the idea. Now it's more of an actual door. Put some windows in. I could do circular ones. Not much room over this side. It's like a submarine window. Then I can do a couple more on the alleged second story. One in the middle, do like the same shape as the door. So I feel like this is a cat ghost coming out of the house, but just kind of coming out of the corner. Or maybe it's in the foreground actually. Do that, some more bits flying off to match the rest of it. And the house is simply falling apart. The roof can have these sort of tiles and a bit of a belly. Alright, I think that'll look cool if I render it properly. So, for now, I am done. So this is pretty cool, I think. With the glow and the lighting, and the haunted house aesthetic. It kinda looks like it's being swirled into a vortex of doom while the roof gets ripped to shreds. It does work without the background too. But now it's time for the 4th and final country. So I didn't press record on the 4th country, but it landed on Togo. I briefly considered making it a Thai because that's what it looks like to me. Thought that was too basic, so I drew a spaceship, then another weirder looking spaceship. An asteroid in the middle and a small, oddly square one at the top. The idea for this thing is that it's a space cloud. A nebula? It should look more cloudy after coloring. That looks alright. It's kind of strange that all these objects aligned perfectly. It's like one of those perfectly timed photos. So I guess that justifies it. Well, I do like a space scene. and the background is a pretty big part of this, but again, it works without it. So I added all the countries old and new to the map, but turns out with all the distortion and different complexity levels, some of the silhouettes I used didn't align with this world map that I'm using. Canada especially was quite far off, and I couldn't exactly warp it into place, so I'm going to put the countries in as best as I can. If you guys know of any really high quality world maps, this is already 16K. I could use that in the future and take the silhouettes directly from there, so they're guaranteed to fit. But for now, this is what I have. 8 countries, some very tiny. Well, thank you very much for watching. Some fun drawings, I think. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week.